Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for your patience through the break. If you're just joining us, we're continuing our lore playthrough of Alan Wake. And tonight, we're playing Alan Wake's American Nightmare. So, Alan's stuck in Night Springs. Or so it seems. But thanks for the welcome back. I hope everyone's doing well over on Twitch and TikTok. We're simulcasting on both platforms this evening. So where we left off right before the break, I was going through all of the lore or manuscript pages that we had uncovered for the first chapter called Rest Stop. I think, did we just do this one?
Night Springs doesn't exist.
Okay, we did that one already. Let's go, we're starting off with Night Springs, Arizona is the first one. So we're going to finish out these lore from the previous chapter, and then we'll continue on. So here we go.
Now Night Springs is in Arizona, although not for long. It's in Arizona because whatever the town that has become Night Springs is really called is located near one of the thin, worn places in the world where dreams and reality flow together and life is always a little strange. Perfect analogy for Night Springs.
Makes sense.
I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. I can enter the strange little town of Night Springs. All I did was put it in Arizona for one night.
So Night Springs in itself doesn't really reside in this particular space. It's just for this specific story. It's in Arizona. The Spectre.
In Bright Falls, I was constantly under attack by birds that were more shadow than flesh and feathers. But this is an evolution. Some of the Taken were actually capable of turning into a flock of birds to escape my attacks and turning back into human form to make surprise attacks.
I don't know that I've run into them yet. Yeah, I don't think I've run into them yet. Emma Sloan.
With all the herbs, crystals, and the rest of her New Age paraphernalia, Emma Sloan had been called a hippie and a freak and worse. It was that small-town mentality. She was a female mechanic, and even in 2011, there were always going to be backward shit-kickers who thought that was a hoot.
Oh, so it is set in 2011, so it's a year after the original
game. She could take
game.
any engine apart, even the new ones with all the computers in them. Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for her to put them back together.
The old gods of Asgard.
Thor and Odin Anderson, old gods of Asgard. I still don't quite know what to make of them.
Yeah, me too, Mike.
I know there used to be rock stars who modeled their stage personas after Norse gods. I know they're old. I know that in their day they fought the darkness as I do. I know they're demented and insane, ravaged by age and self-abuse. But there's something in them, something powerful that took hold when they were touched by the powers beyond. A thing that goes far beyond just stage names. Something godlike.
Well, they are the old gods of Asgard. Alan, come on, you're a smart guy. Barry and the old gods.
The Anderson brothers should probably have been in a facility somewhere, despite their tendency to escape from such places. It could be argued that they had no business being on tour, considering their condition. Their lives mostly revolved around the laundry list of ailments and their endless quest for liquor. But Barry Wheeler
Moonshine, to be exact.
And whatever else they might say about Barry, he knew how to make things happen. And honestly, it wasn't like the Andersons were the most difficult clients he ever had.
Well, that's true. Old gods in the studio.
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened. They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit.
Yeah. The Giant.
I have seen the darkness twist flesh into new shapes before, but encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience. It's as if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction, twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts. Their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly.
I feel like I haven't seen any of those yet either. And then finally, for this rest stop, Emma and Mr. Scratch.
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel, but from what she could tell, the party started almost immediately. It was infectious, spreading from one room to another. He was mercurial, almost as if he was flickering through the scene, telling a joke here, throwing an insult there, oozing sex and violence and excitement. She had never seen someone like this before. He looked at her and smiled, and she felt her heart flutter a little.
No, Emma, don't do it.
She knew he was the kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, but she told herself it didn't matter.
Oh, Emma, why? All right, so that was everything under rest stop. I don't know. Let's see here. I'll wait on the observatory one because I feel like if I read through some of those, it's going to end up giving something away. So we'll come back. Going to see if there's anything. I guess not. I thought the license plate there was something good on. The drive-in theater. We've got the 12th annual NSVA Film Festival. Just Desserts, A Cannibal's Tale. Sunrise. Ham, a documentary. Who wouldn't watch Ham, a documentary? Samurai vs. Conquistador 2 and the Mexican Handoff. I don't know. I kind of want to check out the cannibal one and the one about Ham. I'd watch a documentary about Ham. I don't know about y'all. Why not? Pretty cool. I want to eat a ham right now. I mean, that is one thing. I am not hungry this evening. We had some leftover pulled pork sandwiches, which were pretty good. And I had some peanut M&Ms to snack on. The heck? Because ham is pure joy. I don't know. I think I got to a point where I was kind of sick of it. I don't know. Although gearing up for the holidays, you know, it's typical time you eat some ham. I don't know. It'll be alright. Let's see here. The 12th annual NSVA Film Festival. So that would be what? Night Springs. I don't know what VA would stand for. New character? Who dis?
It's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away.
Oh yeah, something's wrong with her. I forgot.
Want you, but you'll get angry if you're here.
She's been influenced by the dark presence.
You gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Wow.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
Yeah, we need to turn the lights
Can't turn
on.
the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building.
Ah,
on
the
other
reverse
side of the
psychology
drive-in,
trick.
But it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor.
I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. just try to stay calm.
Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why did I... Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
She'll be
Remember when we were here
fine.
before, and you kissed me, and then everything got all dark? That was the best.
Yeah, that wasn't
Listen,
me.
this is very important. Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me again.
Oh dear.
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady.
It's not your fault.
Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now,
Yeah.
it's not your fault. I promise
Awkward.
I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think there are spiders in my eyes.
Oh.
I think you put them in me.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk away slowly. And, oof. Ooh. Okay. Gonna get this lady some lights. Pronto. But first, radio
And we're
time.
back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler.
Or
You're
Barry.
on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
Yes,
We were?
retirement.
Yeah.
No. We were at the lodge, and we escaped.
We were at the retirement.
Oh dear.
Retirement thing.
Yeah.
So, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon, and seriously, I think it's their finest work.
Which is actually a
Hey,
really
I
good
know I
song.
produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this was my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, hey, give it a little zing, Let's take it to another level so it really rips. Let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, just kicked it up a notch. But it's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard and Balance Slays the
And we
Demon.
won't get to hear it. Although technically Remedy does own the rights to that, so I probably could listen to that and be alright, but just to be on the safe side. But speaking of Old Gods of Asgard, there is an album that's coming out, and I don't know if it's already out already, in conjunction with Alan Wake 2. It's called Rebirth. It's the greatest hits from the Old Gods of Asgard. Yeah, it looks like it's 9 different tracks. I don't think it's fully out yet. There's a couple songs that have been released for it, but it looks like it has a date of December 8th. So soon. If you like the music from Alan Wake. And Control, because there's stuff from Control as well. Alright, so we got the keys. We got to restore power. You alright there, lady? She's fine.
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
We are the champion of light. Can I jump off of here and not hurt myself? Ow, my ankles. Whoa, whoa. Woo! Man, that machine gun is pretty great. Unlocked sawed-off shotgun. I'm gonna keep the machine gun. Wait a minute. I heard somebody else right behind me. All right. Now where to? We gotta go... Let's see, before I go down there, let me go over to this souvenir stand. I like that the... like, checkpoints kind of respawn after a period of time. Unlike in the original, where, like, once it was gone, it was kind of gone. These kind of come back after a little bit. Which comes in handy. That's probably why there's no, like, easy mode in this, because they adjusted some of the combat. Ooh, combat shotgun or crossbow. I think I'm gonna hold on to the shotgun. Although I don't know if there's any, like, strategic value in having the crossbow or not. Probably just gonna keep the machine gun. Might make better sense. Interesting view. Wow. That just goes to nothing. The cliff to nowhere. Alright, where do I have to go then? We gotta restore power. Let's checkpoint again. There we go. And I think over where that light's at. Yeah. Oh!
Look! Mr. Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
Oh, hello, Mr. Scratch. Uh-oh. Are those the dudes that are considered to be the giants? Or are there other guys? Oh, these are the guys that split. Oh, dear. No! Oh, there's like 65 of them. Ah, no! I was getting a little worried there for a minute, y'all. There's a lot of them. Oh. Alright, we're good. We are good. Checkpoint reached. Got another Mr. Scratch TV thing? Yeah. Oh, he's dancing. Dance, dance, dance. Alan's not a very good dancer. Not a very good dancer. Yeah. The Funky Mothman. Wait, what's that hand? Oh, man. Hey, Dave Eames, welcome in. How you doing? Is it just him just dancing? I don't know. I gotta worry about the music, though. I feel like we're gonna Come on, dude. Are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna dance and look scary? We dancing? Spin. Spin! Nope, didn't work. I think he's just gonna dance. Yeah, we're gonna sing the... Oh, that's all it was. It was just him dancing. Oh, man. We got tricked. Alright, where do I restore power? Back behind this shack, it looks like. Alright, how do I get down there?
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done.
Uh-oh.
Shut up!
What have you done, Mr. Scratch? Oh, hey. You got more? Assault rifle. Oh. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Kaboom! I guess that was worth it. Sing your own music. I mean, we could. I hear a rattlesnake? Do you actually see snakes in this? I don't remember. I definitely heard one, though. Let's see. Checkpoint? Alright, restore power. So it looks like there's definitely something on the other side of this, I think. Okay, I think I was headed the right way. Did everyone get their free 2 weeks of Discord Nitro? Yeah, I noticed whenever it was, when my desktop app updated today, I got a pop-up for it. When it opened back up. I didn't do anything with it, though. Because for me, like, I'll forget to cancel it, and... yeah. Snakes, it's time to call Samuel L. Jackson. I have had it. Thinking of Snakes on the Plane, if you have ever had the pleasure of watching that on network television, where they have to edit it. So I'm fairly certain, instead of, you know, him saying the naughty word, he says, I've had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. Now, you gotta imagine Samuel L. Jackson saying that, right? It's hilarious. Because not only does it not make any sense, it's just funny. So if you happen to catch Snakes on a Plane on like basic cable, yeah, or like network television, I don't know if it's on like, they'll do like Sunday afternoon movies like once football season's over or whatever. Yeah, it's a treat. It's a treat. It's pretty great. You gotta do it at least once. You gotta do it at least once. This looks like one of the warehouses from the first Alan Wake. Do I not have a 9 p.m. watershed? What do you mean? Like with movies? Like with like profanity and stuff in movies? Is that what that means? No. So if you're watching like regular broadcast television, like I'm trying to think of a good example. There are certain stations that, like, after 10 o'clock in the evening, you can get away with saying like a couple things very, very sparingly. And like I think even shows like Saturday Night Live that start at like 11:30, like after midnight, sometimes they get away with a couple things here or there. But for the most part, not really. It has to be like basic cable. You can say things. Yeah, they censor stuff pretty hardcore in the US. Because like I think sometimes like we'll watch stuff that was originally broadcast like in the UK, and I'm just like, wow, they would never get away with that here on regular television. I mean, personally, I don't care. It doesn't like bother me any, but I think it's funny that. And you got to think of like the censors that have to come up with, you know, what to actually write in. Or they have to get these actors to like re-record lines. And I'm just thinking of like Samuel L. Jackson sitting there in a recording booth to like dub the lines. And he's like, come on, you got to be serious. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of like when they censor stuff because yeah, it definitely takes some of the impact away with things for sure. You got content moderated with my last message because it said the term, oh, are you serious? Wow. Wow, Twitch. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Okay. I should be able to figure this out.
I gotta remember how this puzzle works, y'all. I think it's like the left and the right, maybe? Let's see. Yes! I remembered the puzzle solution. Yeah, there's a lot of weird censor stuff. For sure. I'm sure there's other examples of movies like that. That, they just, like, censor ridiculously. But that's... The Snakes on a Plane is the one I always think about. I have a potty mouth. I mean, I'm always, like... I try to somewhat, I guess, censor... Like, it doesn't bother me. I don't know. I just, I guess I always try to, like, censor myself when I'm watching. Yeah, so, like, if we watch Kitchen Nightmares, that's a perfect example. Because Gordon Ramsay does not... He doesn't pull any punches with people. And if you're watching, like, the UK version of Kitchen Nightmares, it's, like, a completely different experience than when you watch the ones that are US-based. Because he doesn't censor himself, and they don't censor any of like the restaurant people. I've fallen down that rabbit hole the past couple days watching Kitchen Nightmares. I don't know what it is. I'm not a huge fan. I don't like cooking very much, but there's just something about that show that fascinates the heck out of me. And that's true, yeah. I mean, you really can see anything on the internet. It's, I don't know. It's just an example of, like, really old standards and practices that don't necessarily apply anymore. And yet we still go by it. Oh, yeah. I'm the same way. I don't, I try to... You know, be polite out of respect in that regard, for sure. I mean, if I'm playing a game, occasionally, like, I will swear, obviously, but I don't, I don't swear that often. Let's see, what do we turn on the lights of the guard building? Okay. Let's not get electrocuted, shall we? Yeah, that always is a weird thing when you hear, like, whether it's parents or, like, adults, you know, say stuff sometimes, and it's just kind of, like, weird. It's like that scene in Mean Girls, wherever, when they go to the mall and they find their teacher working at the one store in the mall, and they comment about how strange it is. It just seems surreal. It's like that. It's very strange. Yeah, it is very weird. I think there was an instance, like, I had oh man, I can't remember when it was. Couple teachers growing up in school. A couple of them were a little bit more, a little bit more loose with their words. Like when I got to high school, and it was always like the weirdest thing ever, because you're like, man, that's just bizarre. Yeah, and it's always weird too, like when you're used to, like, whether it's a parent or whatever, you don't hear them say that kind of stuff, and then on occasion you do, and you're thinking, oh man, I know something has gone wrong. And I have messed up. Or maybe not even you, but like someone around them has messed up.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out. Don't want to get hit by those.
Oh, that's right. These dudes have like darkness grenades or something. Woo! Hush, Mr. Scratch, get out of here. I oftentimes try to, like, hold back to a certain extent, especially, like, with TikTok now, because I don't really know what's allowed, what's not. So I try to kind of stop myself from going ham on the profanities. But who knows? It probably doesn't matter. Turn on the lights of the guard building. See, that's what's weird. Like, well, of course I watched, a lot of horror movies growing up, and I remember watching, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, and, like, Child's Play, and, like, Halloween, and pretty much, like, all the classics. And, I was an only child, so I didn't really have, like, siblings to hear a lot of that stuff from, but of course, like, growing up, your friends and just, the kids in school, like, you hear stuff. So it just happens. Let's see, where's this guy at? Whoa! Watch out. Throwing grenades at me. I was a terrible older brother because I let all my younger half-siblings curse to their heart's content. Are we just replaying all the videos that we've seen thus far? I feel like it. So where do I have to turn on the lights at? Turn on the lights of the guard building. Where's the guard building? It's got to be up here. Where my big star point on my compass is telling me to go. Let's go checkpoint first. They certainly are very, very lenient on giving you lots of items. Uh-oh. Woo! Alan! Wait, some of these dudes got back up. What the heck? Alright, can I get any more ammo? No. I guess I should be using the assault rifle. Just don't mention a certain cartoon. Oh. Oh, yeah. We gotta help the lady out.
I can smell you.
Uh.
I can smell you out there.
Yeah, let's not. Oh, she's
No,
fine.
Don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling
Did
better
she
now.
spell Alan because he
Yes,
farted?
I am.
Maybe.
Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry.
He
You
does
just
that a
don't
lot
feel
when he gets
anything
scared.
like he does. He was in my
He can't
head.
help it.
I
Don't
feel
judge
like I need
him.
to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
He gets
That
real
asshole wanted to
self-conscious
get into
about
the
it. Don't
projector
make him.
booth. He was talking about fixing things so the
Don't make
sun
him
never comes up.
self-conscious.
God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
Wait, where did all
I
the
have
lights
access
go?
code for the door. Here.
It got dark again.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
In the dark world, it's chilly night every night. What's going on here?
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen.
Isn't it kind of odd that he's
know
not
the
run
wife.
into anyone but
You know
women
Alice?
so
Wait.
far?
Big screen.
Other than, like, the
We have a
enemies.
film from her here. What the hell happened to
There
you?
has to be a point to that, right? Getting back to Alice.
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. She shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the
Yeah, like, there's got to be a
exhibition.
narrative significance to that.
Yeah, it's like... it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's, almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you're supposed to be dead. Or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest explanation, yeah, because he's trying to save Alice, so... Yeah, that's probably why. Is Alice alright?
How's Alice? Is she all right?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same.
Wasn't me.
Like, you know.
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy. The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him.
He's so
At all.
creepy.
I hope you can stop him.
Shaggy Wake. I heard that song. I was listening to Apple Music in the car when I was driving the other day, and I had it was like 2000s hits on the radio, and yeah, that song came on. I was like, man, I haven't heard this song in like a decade. I feel like, man, what a song. The early to mid 2000s were a wild time. And even like I'd say like mid 90s to mid 2000s. Kind of a wild time in music. I mean, not saying it isn't now, but I certainly was a lot more knowledgeable about music then, because I'm starting to get to that point where I feel like I'm not hip, I'm not with it, you know, with the how do you do fellow kids when it comes to music. Enter the projector building. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Huh. I'm hip. I'm with it. Ugh. And I have not seen Austin Powers in forever either. It was one of those, like, I remember watching it. I watched it so often, I probably could have memorized nearly the entire script. But it got to a point where I was like, well, probably should take a break from watching it. You kind of get sick of it after a while.
That's the security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm and a fat
Yeah, it probably has some problematic things in it. Going back. It's been... Heck, I feel like it's been at least 5 years since I've seen it. I forget what we watched the other day and we were saying jokes didn't age well. Oh, heck, what was it? I can't remember now. I know we were watching some Beavis and Butthead. Which, it was the new stuff. Oh, yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah, there were a couple things I was like, okay. Which, that's coming back, if y'all didn't know. If you're Aqua Teen Hunger Force fans, there's new episodes coming, I think at the end of this month, like the 26th or something. So that's interesting. So right around Thanksgiving here in the States. Yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, where the three main characters, one's a sentient meatball. You got Meatwad and Master Shake, who's a snarky shake man. And then you got Frylock, who... giant thing of French fries. And Mr. Carl Brontonalonlewski. Which clip did you pull up? Now, like I said, it's kind of like a mid-2000 show when it started. Oh, they're running... Okay, they're still doing the live thing. Some of it may have not aged well, so... Watch under your own, advisement of such. There are some edgy, terrible things in it. That's like what we were watching, something else from Adult Swim, and I'm like, man... I guess it's one of those things where you watch it when you're younger and you think, wow, that's funny, but... After learning some things, you find out that, yeah, it's not really. Enter the projector building. Oh, okay. Well, I was already there. Whoops. I don't remember how far we are into this, actually. Because I feel like the last time I played it, it took me... like...
The champion
close to 8 hours, I think, to get through it.
Signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Match scene to the manuscript page. It was late at night. The summer was almost over. Okay. So late at night would imply... Death Rally, by the way, which was, I think, Remedy's very first video game. It was late at night. So I need to change the time. There we go. The summer was almost over. Is there a calendar? January. That would be August. Oh. What is happening?
Oh, hell, this isn't going right.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait, we did everything right. It was a trap.
Been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife!
No, Mr. Scratch.
What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself!
I mean, if Alan had his tweed jacket, none of this would be happening right now. Oof. His power rests in that tweed jacket.
The rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world.
Ah, so we're back at the
What it
beginning.
is, a maze that loops back into itself.
All right.
I'm here again. He sent me back.
So we got some timey-wimey stuff happening. But it looks like the cabin's in... Actually, the cabin is sinking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I don't think we have to do, like, the whole thing over again. We just kind of start back where we started, location-wise. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh no, but it's replaced. Remember there was like a rocking horse here before, and now there's spider webs. Oh no. Get out of here, spiders. Talk to Emma. We gotta find Emma.
Oh, not birds again.
Oh, Alan, you love birds.
What the hell?
Oh. I forgot. These dudes, like... They start off as birds. And then they come back. Whoa. Sir. I gotta add some more, like, alert type stuff or channel point redemptions on Twitch. I don't think there's anything like that on TikTok. I probably could set it up that the alert sounds would go through on TikTok. I don't know if y'all would want that or not. Try to, like, figure out, you know, where everything should go. For you know, the best experience for everybody, if that makes sense. Dude. Come on, land, so I can get rid of you. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go back to the hotel. But first... ammunition. And over to the Desert Shore Motel. New gun? Let's unlock... Don't I already have the submachine gun? Yeah, I do, so why would I want that? Unless, can I dual wield? Oh, I think it just gave me ammo, maybe.
Emma? You here?
Emma? I thought Alan could go into some of these hotel rooms. Maybe I missed my chance in an earlier chapter.
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend
It's not a Rockstar game.
else in the whole world.
Hey, speaking of,
Oh boy, that'll land me in hot water.
they're going to officially show a trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 next month, I think, from what I heard.
Let me tell you, you are the exception, honey.
Directly from Rockstar. They said that they're doing it, so.
But I'd really like to spend some quality time with
Pretty cool.
Because, well, tonight's one of those nights. You're sitting in the studio and you kind of...
It's been like, what, over a decade since Grand Theft Auto 5 came out?
You sit here and go through the motions. You might as well have been here forever. You keep talking, but you don't even know what you're saying. It's like you're on automatic. You can't stop the ride and get off. It's times like these that I really wish that somebody would just call in and relieve my boredom. How about it? Anybody? Come on now, help a fella out. Our lines are open.
Pat Maine. But not Pat Maine. Same dude, but a different guy. I forget his name in this. Let's see. Let's go talk. Actually. Let me see if there's a TV thing I can watch here.
Okay.
He's watching Night Springs.
So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye.
Ooh, giving him the
so
eye,
I make
huh?
a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right?
Hmm.
She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
Oh no. Yeah, they ran out of consoles to port GTA 5 too. It's kind of like Skyrim. I think they've run out of places to put Skyrim. So we need Elder Scrolls 6.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense?
I like that she's watching Night Springs though.
Tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crappy day.
Yeah?
Don't worry, it's improving real fast. Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Oh ma'am, you're not safe.
Watch this.
Oh. Oh dear. Okay.
Oh man, did you see her? Boom!
Yeah, we gotta get rid of Mr. Scratch. Then he just sits down and watches. Gets back to watching Night Springs. Like nothing happened. Wow. Okay. Mr. Scratch's motel tour continues. Huh. I don't know if there's other TVs anywhere. Let me go to this checkpoint first. I probably should just go talk to Emma. Is this the one that I can walk in? No. There was another room that I was able to get into. Decided to take the Ted Bundy approach to dating. Yeah. It would appear so. I guess I can't get into any of these. Alright, let's go talk to Emma. You okay there, buddy?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
Wow.
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kind of remember something.
Really,
Something bad
really
happened to me,
careful.
didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
You know, this is a time loop, right?
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't wait.
Look, I know something happened to me before.
This isn't his first rodeo.
If you just keep cool, okay?
Well, thanks for helping me.
Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
Sure.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
Okay, we gotta find a battery. Somebody, I forget who it was that asked earlier about the nail gun. There's the nail gun. But I feel like it's probably a lot slower, so I'm just gonna stick with the submachine gun. I don't know that I've ever used the nail gun in this,
Just
to be
the
honest.
battery. That'll save time.
So where the heck was the battery the first time? Was it out over in the desert? Yeah, I think it was. Yep. She loves Michael Bay movies. Lots of explosions. Oh, that's where the valve was, I think, earlier. Oh no, I gotta go into the tunnel. Oh, I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen here.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
See, Alan, you get it. You get it, my dude. She does kind of look like Alice a little bit, yeah. I did notice that. Oh, spiders. How the heck did a car get in here? Oh, hello? I keep hearing the pitter-patter of little feet behind me, and I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it. Okay. Is it wings or is it legs? I feel like it's legs. Yeah, like whatever the heck that is. Oh man.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Oh, yep. Get out of here, Spooters. Wait. Did I say where? I saw you. Oh, this is so scary. Quick, get out of here, Alan, while you still can. Run like the wind. Is either better? What do you mean? Oh boy. Let's say that should take him out, right? Oh, there's so many of them. Okay. Get out of here, Spooters. Oh, wings or legs? I don't know. I think if faced between giant spiders or bats, I'd probably take the bats. Although, I mean, bats in themselves, you know, you got to worry about like things like rabies and such. But giant spiders? Yeah, I don't know. That's like a whole bucket of nope. Yeah, I don't know. Woo! Wait. We got them all? I think so. Alright, let's go back to Emma. Quickly! Nope. Nope. Perhaps you'd prefer ominous, creeping, undulating tentacles. Nah. Probably not. Although, like, so if I go to... I've only been to the ocean a couple times in my life. I'm the person that, like, refuses to walk into the water. Because, like, 100%, I'm like, I'm gonna get stung by a jellyfish or something. And I'm gonna have a bad time. What is up with all these spiders? Okay, we're running. We're running. Go, Alan. So, yeah, Not a huge fan of the ocean.
On the battery.
Okay,
It's a scary place. I can't see my feet, so...
Here, try not to get killed.
Although I've never been to, like, say the Bahamas or, you know, somewhere where the water's, like, super clear, so I can't really say if I would go in there. Probably not. I'd still be worried about stepping on something. I'm gonna take care of this.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps.
Octopi that has tentacles and a beak. There are octopi that have beaks? I was not aware. But man, that... Whew. That sounds, it's all of them? What? I learned something today.
The guy who looks like
I
me is
learned
the
something
reason this is
today.
happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Oh dear.
In time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I guess that makes
I'm working
sense.
on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things.
Oh,
I
the
need.
ocean is a scary
Well,
place.
feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
Nice Back to the Future reference there, Emma. Go to the oil field to rewrite reality again. Yeah, I've never traveled out of the US. The furthest I've ever been from home, I've been to Las Vegas twice. And I'm kind of bummed that I wasn't able to go to TwitchCon this year, because I think I had such a fun time in Las Vegas the couple times that I'd been there. It would have been cool to go to TwitchCon in Las Vegas, even though I'd heard some, a lot of people were not too happy with the location just because of how busy it was. Which I can totally understand, because it's pretty hectic out there. But, I don't know, maybe one day we'll get back out there. But yeah, I would like to eventually make it out to, if I were to go out of the country, I would like to go to, like, either, like, London or maybe France. France would worry me, even though, like, I took 4 years of French in high school. I don't remember a ton of it, and I certainly couldn't speak it fluently, if need be. And not, you know, being a native French speaker or being fluent in it, I would worry that I would have a hard time communicating. Want some good fish and chips? Yeah, that would be probably pretty good. There's just a lot of sights that I'd like to see there. I don't know. The whole idea of travel in general is like mega stressful for me. Totally. Maybe one day. Let's see. I don't want to switch to the pump action. I wouldn't worry too much about non-French speaking folk from UK go to France with no problem. Yeah, and I mean, now that, like, you have stuff like Google Translate, you can just, you know, plug stuff into an app, and if you need to, you can kind of translate stuff in real time. But, I mean, I know, like, how stressful it was just going to a big city, because I'm used to small town life. Like, I think where we live, I mean, we probably have less than, you know, like a couple, not even, I wouldn't even say in the thousands that live here. So, like, go into a city like Vegas or, like, I'd love to go to New York and sightsee and stuff too, but, man, I don't know. I feel like my anxiety would really get the best of me. But it would certainly be worth it, I think, to see some of the things that you don't normally get to see. But it would certainly be stepping outside the old comfort zone, though.
Get ready to run.
And only a semi-centralized nervous system, its tentacles exhibit independent behavior. Oh, dear. That's why you don't trust tentacles. Ugh. Nightmare fuel, man. Nightmare fuel. But an octopus is very intelligent. They're one of the most intelligent, what are they called? Are they called technically cephalopods? Or am I thinking of something else? I'm trying to remember my high school biology. Or college biology. Yes, thank you. Yay, I remembered something sciencey. Okay. The wheel was in place, the oil was flowing, the battery was attached, the lights were blinking. The CD was playing in the boombox. Oh, so do I have to do this again? I guess. So I gotta do the thing with the valve. Start the oil flow. Do the lights. Intelligent enough, I'm busy barricading the doors. It's already found a different way in. Oh, man. Oh, no. The call is coming from inside the house. All right. Once again, I'd like to listen to the song that's attached to this because it's pretty badass. But, alas. Yeah. Makes sense. Just imagine the song there. It's okay. Like I said earlier, if you have a chance, if you've not played this on your own, definitely worth for the music to experience it. Escape the destruction. Oh, see, this time we have, we have enemies. Kaboom. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Insert the Kasabian there. It's fine.
Be in trouble. Better hurry.
Return to Emma. Okay. Emma! I'll save you.
Emma!
Uh-oh.
This is not the bad thing. Nothing.
Let's get the assault rifle out. Nice. There's lots. Oh no. Here they go again. Woohoo! My God, there's so many of them. Oh, I must have run out of... Crap. I ran out of, grenades. Where did Alan learn how to, shoot this assault rifle? That's the real question.
It's okay.
It's a banger of a track. Yep. Banger alert! Banger alert. Eat. Alan agrees. Emma, you okay in there?
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
So, I'm trying to think how far along we are in the story. Are we pretty far in? Alright, stay here this time.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever
Oh, thanks for hanging out,
to
Sphere.
me.
Have a good night.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry.
Take
I'm
care.
gonna stay
It is,
put.
well, 4 a.m.
I
Get
don't
some
remember
rest.
what happened
But
exactly,
thank you for hanging
but
out.
I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
So I know that there's 3 acts in this. I'm just thinking, like, I don't want to quit if we're super close to the end, but if we still have a decent amount, I think we might have a decent amount still left. Because I need to get up at 5 a.m., so I can't stream super late. I gotta try to get some rest. But, let's see here. Whoa.
Supposed to happen again.
No.
Her own fate haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
Emma, no. Oh, wait, that's the one I think I have to... It's got the dude in it. Let me see if I can get into any of these hotel rooms, though. Maybe I can only get into the one. Yeah. Because none of the others say, like, unlock. Can I listen to another radio? Nope. Ah. We can get in this one, though. Was that all that was in here, though? Yeah, flare gun ammo. There may have been a manuscript page in here at one point, but... yeah, not very much. Okay, nothing in that one. Okay. Let's go to the front. Unlock. I don't think there's anything in here either. Yeah, there isn't. Okay. Well, heck. Aha. Do I need to pick keys up again? Yes. So then that should take me back to the observatory again.
Nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny.
Champion of light.
Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
Up to the Melt Tooth. Or Red Tooth, rather. Not Mount Tooth. Mount Red Tooth Observatory.
Mount Red Tooth. Its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
Okay. Let's see. So we gotta get back up to the doctor again.
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
I better find Dr. Meadows.
Oh, so I can just walk up and get it without talking to her first? I think so.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there.
Sir. Ow.
Just reliving the same endless night.
Wow, these guys have no chill.
Breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air. You suck, Eddie! Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact.
Wow. You done, sir? Alright, I think these dudes are throwing... They're throwing grenades! Not today. Okay, So then I think we need to get the imaging array, which that was over by the spiders, I think. Up here. Uh-oh. Get out of here! Uh-oh. Woo! Woo! Oh my god. Quickly, Alan! Alright. Let me run up here, get to a checkpoint. Was this where the... Oh no, this wasn't here. Never mind. I think it's further up the hill. Where the spiders were at. Although there might be something back here. Oh, this is the... Okay, it is her car. Cool. Return to the telescope. Uh-oh, we got a Birdman. Birdman! No spiders, though. Not yet. I guess I could have run up the steps, huh? Might have been a lot easier. Oh, there's no spider webs here anymore. Interesting. Come on, where are you? He almost got me. Not today, sir.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good evening tonight. Welcome into our Alan Wake... I wouldn't say series, because it's not really a series, but any Alan Wake lore that we can soak in before getting into Alan Wake 2. So, finished up the original Alan Wake, or the remastered version, last week. Playing out Alan Wake's American Nightmare. And then we're going to play Control with the AWE DLC. Nice. Welcome in. Hockey Jetty, welcome on in. And if I said the name wrong, please correct me. I am terrible at names. So always correct me. Let's see, hold down to switch to... I'm going to keep the assault rifle, I think. Alright, let's go back to the doctor here. I'm good. Sweet. Awesome. Trying to pronounce names is one of the most stressful things in the world for me. So I appreciate that.
Wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to be selected to join the Women's Guild back on Halloween of all days. So, yes, we played lots of games in the horror, mystery, sci-fi, and suspense genres here. So, I have quite the soft spot for those. For sure.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic.
Mr. Scratch.
I want you to understand that. Like this.
Is he just torturing people?
Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic.
Was that the day? Yeah. I think it was Halloween.
Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with
because
this
my 5-year stream anniversary was on the 30th, and then I think I got the email on Halloween.
I'm a sucker for
I
this
think.
style.
I'm bad with remembering dates though, so
Now this is more like it.
I have to write it down to remember.
You've got slip-resistant grip.
It is true, yeah. Very
Really
cool.
want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody.
For sure.
The blades stiffen up.
Oh well,
so
thank you.
by accident in your
I'm
pocket,
super excited.
It's still really easy to open with just one hand.
Just there's so many amazing women in the guild that I can't wait to get to know and collaborate with, and it's just a really cool opportunity.
The extra oomph.
And especially like validation wise to feel seen from Twitch. So that was
Also
really
great for
cool.
dismemberings and whatnot.
Yeah, it was October 31st. Thank you.
The messy jobs.
Cool. Heck yeah.
I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff.
Mike is fact checking me. Fantastic.
Okay, now guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet?
I like how Alan's just like, are you really paying attention to what this guy is telling us right now?
I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Don't say you're fact checking. Okay, I'm sorry. Fair enough, fair enough. Time is a construct. It has no meaning. All right, where's Dr. Meadows?
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope,
It has happened before.
All right, let's get it installed.
Wait a minute. Let me pick up some ammo and stuff first. I think. There we go. We must prepare or repair. But yeah, I figured I got this idea that whenever Alan Wake 2 came out, I was like, as much as I'm a fan of the original, I wanted to play through everything in the hopes that, you know, stuff would resonate a lot more with me. So, thank y'all for indulging me and hanging out.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will go
Don't start it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
I think you'll like it, especially if you enjoy stuff like Twin Peaks, as an example. You will probably really like it.
We should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Or if you played Control and you enjoyed Control, you will like it, I think.
All of this is very strange to me.
I don't know, something about like any Remedy game that I've ever played, they do such a great job of, you can tell that there's a lot of attention to detail when it comes to crafting the story, which I appreciate just from, you know, a narrative standpoint. It's always good to have a good story. It's taken great restraint for me not to play it. Yeah, so I pre-ordered it, and I'm like, you know what? I probably should play the other ones first before I play it on stream. Like, every night I think, you know what? Maybe I'll delve into it. I'll do, like, a playthrough off stream, and then, you know, we'll come back and do a playthrough, but I don't know. I want to do the first playthrough, I think, on stream. Just, you know, for authentic reaction purposes. Let's see, we gotta go back outside and fix the pipes, I think. But yeah, it's taken great restraint to not look up what happens in the game, because I I have a lot of stuff on social media like muted in regards to it, you know, trying to avoid spoilers. But every so often I'll catch something and I'm like, oh man, I want to know what happens. And I'm like, no, wait until you play. Don't ruin it for yourself. So I think it was probably the most anticipated game for me for this year. Between that and I was really hyped about Starfield as well, which I still need to get back into. I haven't, I started a playthrough that off stream. I didn't get super far in, but so many games, not enough time. It's been like, it has been a time. Let's see where, oh, you know what? I forgot to grab the pipe over here, I think. Here I was blabbing away and I totally... I missed the objective. Yeah, I'm psyched for Alan Wake 2. I think Control will probably take a... Wait, wasn't that where the first pipe was the first time around? What in the world? Hold on. Did they move the locations in the time loop? I feel like they moved the locations. Because they're... Oh, maybe they did. Alright, game. Keeping me on my toes. I see how it is. Because I think the first time there was one over here. Which it looks like it's not there now. They mean to trap me. Not today, boys. Uh-oh. Do I have any? Oh, I do have a couple grenades. Nice. There's so many of these guys. Woo! He snuck up on me. Alright, is there a ammo box over here? I think so. Yes. Uh-oh, somebody's throwing grenades. What? Where the heck was that?
These beams hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
There we go.
Right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Oh, so this time I didn't have to fix the pipes. Okay. Although, oh. You gotta avoid the car.
They didn't like that.
Oh, did it stop? I think it did. Okay. Return. Whoa, okay. Ooh, run, Alan. Uh-oh. We're gonna get hit by this light. Alright, hold on. That work? I think there's still something else that's chilling out. Hey, maybe not. Ooh. Come on. Ooh, okay. Alright, I think we're good. Whew. Alright. We'll see. So, I have to get up super early in the morning. I'd like to finish this evening, but we'll probably have to split it up. 'Cause I gotta get up at 5, and it's almost getting close to midnight. not like this. I'm not going anywhere just yet. Not quite yet. Just letting everybody know. Oh. Crap, I thought... Oh, I did have a grenade. That's fine. Let's see, is there any more ammo chilling out anywhere? No, that's if I wanted to switch to the combat shotgun. Whoa! You know what? Can I just get in here? We're gonna avoid this, guys, for right now. Although I think I'm gonna have to fight them anyway, so.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Yes. Dr. Meadows, save us. Okay. Whew. Alan's still out of breath. He's not super athletic. It's okay. No big deal.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete
So
signal
wait,
now?
she remembers this has happened before?
Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though. If you don't mind.
Sure. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
I've been here before.
I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
You serious, Clark?
So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages.
Anything else?
Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
Do you really believe in this?
Yeah, don't look at me like that.
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're
Sure.
taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Oh, okay. Cool, thanks. Well, printout time, I guess? Again?
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
In Night Springs. So I think we, head back to the drive-in. For some reason I feel maybe there is a completely new loop after this.
The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Okay. Let's see. Let's look at our manuscript pages. I had read through everything at the rest stop before. I guess let's, let me look here. Let's look at the observatory ones. Success.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
Well, speaking of pressure.
The pressure of success got to me. My wife, Alice, was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly, it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up.
The Genesis of Mr. Scratch.
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scratch. He's every
I love that you can't hear when he says it.
Story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh, a serial killer. My dark half, brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
Oh, that Cauldron Lake is at it again. Fighting the Taken.
I've carried a flashlight and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them. The darkness protects the Taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left.
Another one about spiders? All right. Well, yikes, but we'll listen.
The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect, a part of the dark place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous, but at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away.
New Reality, fragment number 1.
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
The darkness.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
Lost in the dark place.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
Let's see here. We listened to what? Lost in the Dark Place, right? Yeah, Nature of Stories is the next one. I could get it to... There we go.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
Okay, that was the Nature of Story. Cosmological Truths.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
So I feel like that's... knowing how control plays out, it kind of fills in... I wouldn't say fills in the gaps, but... definitely there's similar stuff that happens in both games. The Taken.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
For some reason, though, the enemies in this feel a little bit easier than they did in the original game. This game has the first direct teaser for Control. It's in Balance Slays the Demon. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. I wish we could listen to the song. I think technically any of the old Gods of Asgard stuff is okay. Because Remedy is, they own it, whatever, but... Oh, the backwards part. Yeah, okay. I gotcha.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call
I
from
know what
Michael,
you're talking about
telling
now.
her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space.
Michael
never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
That's why she was all dressed up. New reality fragment number 2. Oh, here it is. It'll happen again in another town, a town called Ordinary. Ah, yes.
The film noir poster
Is that what
reminded me
plays
of Alex
backwards?
Casey, the detective's cool
In
exterior
the lyric?
never cracking even with the gun pointed in his face. In the back room, all the lights had
They
been
also
turned
reference
off,
that in
except
Control
for the
as
lone
well.
spotlight which illuminated
Oh,
the bright
neat.
red fire extinguisher on the wall.
So, you got to think of how far back they had to... They obviously had storyboards for what they wanted to do. That's just cool. Stuff that was referenced, almost 10 years before the next game. Because if this came out in 2011, Control came out, I think, in 2019, I believe. Pretty neat. Everything is as real as everything else.
This act of creation is exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom eager to take effect. Causality and consequence become domino chains that stretch into infinity. The more fundamental the change, the more unpredictable the variables become. Reality is too complex to control completely. Ordinary questions become meaningless.
Ordinary questions?
What is really real? Everything is as real as everything else. You learn to let go of the things you can't control and go with the flow, or go insane.
Because Alan at the end of, was it the Signal DLC? He like makes it out, but he ends up like he's on the floor, like muttering to himself. Like he's still trapped, but like in a different place. Like, or a different plane of existence, in a way. So, on one hand, you think he made it out, but he's still trapped. Dr. Meadows and Mr. Scratch.
The man before Dr. Meadows was handsome and slick. He moved with lazy confidence and didn't bother to pretend that he wasn't staring at her. She didn't mind, at first. Then the man flicked open the knife and shoved her out of the control room so she wouldn't hear the signal, whatever it was. Outside, she pulled her lab coat closed and thought about running. She didn't. She didn't think she'd get very far. Not from him. She never was entirely sure why he spared her.
And then finally, for the observatory, New Reality Fragment number 3.
I'd found her film from the pile of containers in the back. I'd threaded it into the projector. I swallowed hard, staring at the screen, hearing her voice, the sunrise I remembered so well only moments away. And then Mr. was there, nailed by the projector's beam, caught in his own trap. He shouted at me, first in confusion, then rage. And then the sun came up and things started to burn.
It burns! Okay. Let me see if I can get to a... Pick up the generator building key. I'm trying to remember where the heck that was.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind.
Oh
again.
yeah, Serena
I'm gonna
again.
need that key so I can get the power back on.
Serena, don't mind me. I'm gonna go turn the lights back on so that you're not creeping me out.
You again.
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Get out of here.
I'll just grab the keys.
Creeping me out.
You could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman.
Oh.
Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks.
Wow.
I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Wow, Alan, don't be rude.
I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun.
Nope.
You know.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, nah. I'm good. I mean, she's obviously under the influence of, you know, the dark place or whatever.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey,
Eddie.
It's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do
That's
what
an
we
interesting
want, how come there
conversation to be having on the radio.
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose.
Incomprehensible to us. And that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the
It's the Night Springs guy.
on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players.
It's the narrator.
Only for their entertainment.
Or perhaps we're just a twisted
reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere? Could it be that such is life?
In Night Springs.
In Night Springs?
Dude.
Dude, what? Well, that was something. Okay. So we go back to restore power. You should sit down or something.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm.
Oh.
I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want.
Okay.
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Wow. Okay, bye. Let's see, we gotta... Where did I restore power at?
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Watch out for the big dudes. Mr. Scratch is angry. Oh, what's this? The sawed-off shotgun. I don't want it. I don't want it. I mean, it might be powerful, but... Let's see. I don't know if there's any reason to go over here, but we'll check it out. There may be some goodies. Since I don't need to find any manuscripts, I don't necessarily have to explore that much. Because I have all the lore. Woo! The crossbow's special? Alright, we'll pick it up. I figured it was slow, so that's why I didn't bother. What does that switch out? Alright, we'll switch it out. Oh, it bypasses the darkness. Interesting. Alright, we'll roll with it. Fingers crossed. It's okay. Oh, it does change the ammo too. Interesting. Where was the power at again? Oh, it was down all the way down here, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, and Mr. Scratches. So, if it bypasses, that means that I can... Oh! Interesting. That's kind of cool. Very, very nice. I like that. We got another Mr. Scratch segment. Wait, is that a picture of Alice?
I want to talk about Alice.
Oh, it is.
Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, It takes my breath away. Really.
She made a movie, right?
Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know? I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course.
Oh man, that's messed
She
up.
thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand.
So is Mr. Scratch effectively the dark presence? You know, like Barbara.
One day, somehow, it'll happen.
The dark presence
Maybe
took
I'll slip
her
up,
like
she spots
likeness.
something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth.
So now it's Alan's likeness.
It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
My darling wife.
So that would infer then that the dark presence was able to escape. Because that was the whole reason to have Alan rewrite the story, right? Was so that, you know, they could escape. Something like that, but different. Okay. That's, yeah. It's tough to kind of like wrap your head around everything and make sense of it all. And especially because not everything is like explained in great detail. I think some of it's kind of left up for interpretation. Which is cool, because I'm, you know, all for that. But I also don't want to, like, explain things as incorrect, too, you know?
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
That get all of them? Oh, nope. Woo! I feel like the dodging in this one is a lot more... I don't know, it seems like a lot more intuitive, more accurate. Because I was having a rough time in the original dodging. And I wouldn't even say it's because, you know, I played through the game, so I should be a little more proficient in it. It just feels, it feels better. Assault rifle. Oh, okay. We'll hold on to the crossbow, I guess. Yeah, the gameplay is a lot sharper. Which I'm surprised, seeing as I played the remaster. You would think that the gameplay would have been improved. Maybe they just literally put, you know, like texture skins on it. With, you know, no real... like movement improvements. I could be wrong. Oh man, we got spooters again. Looks like it. Uh-oh. I hear feets. Little feets. Little feetsies. Running around. Yeah, ammo is effectively free in this too, because they give you a lot. I mean, I feel like they gave you a lot in the original too, but this one they definitely give you a lot. For sure. Alright, gotta remember how we turn the power on. Oh man. Oh, there's spiders everywhere. I can't remember if the puzzle changes. Okay. So originally it was this one and this one. What? Okay, so maybe it's the first two then. What the heck? What am I doing wrong? Well, originally it was the first and the third. That's not it. Maybe it's the second and third then. What am I missing? What? Let me reset this. Can't be that hard. There's only 3 options. There's only 3 options. So if I switch on the middle. Oh, it was only 1 that time. Okay. Cool. Uh-oh. The spiders. Woo! Let's see. Let's do this. Oh, is that all there was? Oh no, there's definitely more. So many spooters. Okay. Oh, ow! Okay, that hurt slightly. Oh, Alan. Let's go to this checkpoint back here. Oh, spiders everywhere. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Go, go, go. Is it safe to walk through here? Okay. I was worried there for a minute. That wasn't too bad. I must have missed a ammo pickup.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
Oh, okay. Dodge! Dip, dive, dodge! I do like that crossbow. It's nice. So if we go through this last loop, I feel like there's probably a third loop left. Maybe not, though. man. Take a breather for a minute. He's having a rough time. All right, checkpoint. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. The power was on after we talked to her, to Serena, right? Destroy the dark fountains. Wait, the dark fountain, are they in the same spot? They are. Oh, missed my shot. All right, one fountain down. Where was the second one? Was over here, I think, right? Woo! All right, where was the third? Showing the third over here. Oh, is it behind the building? Maybe? Yeah, it's in a completely different spot. Woo! Dip, dodge, dodge, dive, Alan. There we go. All right, we did it. Enter the projector building. Got any more crossbow ammo? Yeah.
The champion of light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing.
Let's see.
But maybe it's enough.
It was late at night. So we gotta change the time. Okay. The summer was almost over. There was a film noir poster visible. Tom the Poet. A Gift of Thorns, Alex Casey. A spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. Aha! Oh, I think I'm stuck.
No, it's not enough.
Uh-oh.
You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
I think I gotta do this loop one more time.
Time folds back on itself.
Oh, okay, Rockhen. Thanks for hanging out. Get some rest.
His senses scream as the very impossibility
we'll probably be quickly
of what is
behind you.
happening assaults them.
Thanks so much for hanging out, though.
But the champion of light endures.
All right, loop number
Each time
3.
He gets a little closer. Each time, another detail falls into place. Now, the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
All right, I want to get to a... not a save point, but a checkpoint. Which should be shortly. All right, that said checkpoint reached. So let me do something here. Okay. Story mode. Continue. I just want to make sure it's in the same space. All right. We are saved. Let me go back here. But yes, I need to get up at 5, so it's a good place for us to wrap up. It's almost 12:30. Have a great night, everybody. We will see you. Thanks for all the support tonight. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the roses over on TikTok and all the other support. I appreciate you. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.